Hey fanboys, hey fangirls, Carnell Holley here, and we're at the rap party for Instafamous, and I'm with actor, comedian, Miss Keysha E. Now, can you tell the audience that like a little bit about your character from the film?
Sure. So I play TT, which is the lead in the film. TT is a very like lighthearted, innocent, almost naive, kind of nerdy. Right, she's not like the rest of the girls from the neighborhood, but she's a very sincere, genuine person, and she is on this search for fame. Ever since she was a kid, she wanted to do plays, act, and dance on things, and she's searching to be a reality star. That's like her whole goal, because she thinks that it's going to make her feel a certain way, or she's going to have all these things, the things that we kind of see on social media that people haven't, and she ends up becoming a reality star by chance, and then she realizes it's not all it's correct.
Now, are you involved with any reality TV from the past or current?
No.
Okay.
No.
So how did you get involved with this project?
So, God, Jamal DM'd me. I literally was just talking to God, and I was like, I recently moved to Atlanta from LA. So I was like, God, can you open doors? Can you connect me with the right people? Like, just let out. And literally that same day, Jamal DM'd me. He said he was searching for comedian actresses. And I came up in the Instagram search, and he went through my page, and he DMs me. He was like, "Hey, can you hit me back ASAP? I have a movie role." And at first, when I saw it, I was like, "This is a scam. Like, what's scam likely? Who is this?" So I went to his page, and I started some mutual friends from LA. So I called my girl Tori Hart, and I was like, "Hey, who's this Jamal guy? Is he legit?" And she was like, "Oh no, Jamal is legit. Yes, whatever. Hit him back." I was like, "All right, cool." So I hit him back, and then we did like a read on Zoom, and that was that. I had like 6 days maybe to do like 80-something pages of dialogue. So,
I got a chance to do the table read. Now, what made you come to Atlanta?
I'm embarrassed to say that I was looking for a husband. I thought the husband was here. I had to get out of LA. As a black woman in LA, you got a better chance in North Dakota. I could not do it no more. Dating was terrible, and I was like, I'm at a point in life where I got to make a decision that's going to support my personal life, and I feel like Atlanta was not my number one choice, I'll be honest. No shade, I love y'all, Atlanta. But just because I've heard so many things about the dating scene. But I was like, Atlanta will give me both black men, but also the industry. Because if I go to Dallas, Detroit, DC, then I'm just completely out of the industry.
This is New Hollywood.
Yeah, so that's how I landed here. And
Okay.
it's been really great. I've been here for 5 or 6 months, and so far, it's been amazing.
What is your comedic background? Because I was like, I knew that you were an actress, but then finding out that you're a comedian also. It's like, how did you hone your comedic chops?
It was just a dare. I never wanted to do stand-up. That was never part of the plan. Somebody dared me. I was at a comedy show, and they announced that they were doing an amateur night. And I'm the type of person, if you dare me to do something where I don't get pregnant or die, it's like, why not, right? So I was like, whatever, I'll do it. And I did the show. Another comedian was there. I always give him this prop. Shout out to Afion Crockett, my boy. At the time, I did not know him. And he stood to the side, waited till I got done talking to everybody, and he was like, how long have you been doing comedy? And I was like, 10 minutes. And he was like, no, for real. I was like, no, what you just saw, he was like, yo, you got something, like, you need to keep going. And I wasn't going to keep going, even though I had a phenomenal, I'm not even trying to I'm being serious, I had a phenomenal first set. Most people bombed, but I was never going to do it again. And then acting was just slow, I wasn't getting auditions, and so I started somebody was like, hey, come do this show next week, and it just started rolling like that.
Right.
I would do a show, book a show, and I knew a lot of comedians, I was cool with Tony Rock, I was cool with Naeem Lynn, I was cool with Malik S, a lot of people I was just cool with already, and so they were like, oh, okay, come do the show. And maybe a month or so in, I was like, oh, I like this. And then it was like, you know what, I love this. And then I was like, you know what, this is what's going to open the door for acting. Because this is what's going to get me seen, even when I can't get in the room sometimes to auditions. So.
Nice. Okay. So for your first set was 5, 10 minutes?
They offered me 3. I was like, I need 10. They was like, I cannot give you 10 minutes. I was like, I'm never doing comedy again, give me 10. We settled on 9, 7, and I ran the light to 9.5.
Nice.
I don't run the light no more. I understand it now, but I ran the light that first time. Yeah.
Now, as far as this film, what's the takeaway? What was the learning process being on this project?
For me,
yes.
While I was on the project,
yes.
I think just being flexible. I think being open. Just in how the film even came about for me, you know what I mean, and the time frame that I had, because I was kind of I guess you could say nervous in a sense, because I was like, I want to make sure I deliver, right? And I didn't have a whole lot of time with it, and I was the lead character, so I was like, I just want to make sure they get what they need from me, right? But once I got to set, like the environment and everybody, it was just so amazing that I didn't have that weight on my shoulders anymore.
Right.
So just like keeping an open mind, really not stressing about it, but also still putting in the work, of course.
Okay. So how did you prepare for it?
So I just went through, what I did was I asked Jamal for a shot list. I was like, can I please have the shot list? So that way I know, I read the entire script, I broke my character down, who she is, why she's that way, all the things. I went through each scene, broke it down, what my objective is, you know, what's happening in the scene, all the things. And then I got the shot list so I knew what I could focus on each day, rather than like weigh myself down with the whole thing. Let me take it piece by piece. Okay, we're shooting these things tomorrow, this is what I'm gonna focus on right now. And then the next day, so I did it like that.
Okay. You don't want to get overwhelmed. It's like, let me focus on this. I got this. Like, let's move on.
Yeah.
So, like, I got a chance to do, because we were in 2 scenes. Day 1, was that day 1?
That was day 1. Yeah.
Okay, so like, how are you feeling going in?
I was excited going in. I didn't quite know what to expect. Well, not that I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know anybody. So that was the thing for me. It was like, I'm coming into this project and I don't know anyone, but now I know everybody. Now they family. So I was just excited, and I think I was just really like eager to meet. Like, I hadn't met Jamal and Rachel in person,
right,
or just anybody else that was a part of the cast and crew. And so day 1 for me was like okay, cool. You know what I mean? Like, let's get this ball rolling. Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, when you came in and it was just like especially when we were out on the street and like knowing your stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, all right, come with it.
Yeah.
So after no pressure towards the end, like what would you say was the biggest takeaway? Like I know that this was like it's a comedy.
How are you, superstar?
They don't care we do an interview. Right?
Oh shit, my bad, y'all. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Okay.
It's all good.
I'm trying to be like, hey.
It's a party, so it's all good. OG security, what's going on? Love it. So love the family vibe. Now, I was asking our director, leader Jamal, like as far as like the biggest takeaway for the message. Like, what would you say is the message of this film?
I think the message of this film is to love yourself. Love yourself as you are. I think right now we're in this place in life with like social media and all the things where everybody is trying to. I feel like a lot of people are not happy because they're trying to be something else. And if you just drop down into who you are and who God made you, how could you not love who you are, right? And so I think not focusing on what somebody else has or what, you know, TV media is telling you should have, you should wear, you should dress like, you know, even with like, no shade, people getting plastic surgery, doing things to their bodies, all the things. It's the inner work that matters, right? And so I think it's the message, the overall message of this film is like loving yourself. Like, everybody is dope in their own way, and we need everybody. If we were all carbon copies, the world wouldn't be a great place, right? So it's like we need everybody's personality, we need everybody's skill set, we need everything that you bring to the table and bring to whatever your friendships, relationships, work, all the things. And so don't stay in your own race. You know what I mean? Like, don't even focus on what everybody else is doing.
Nice. Run your lane.
Yeah.
I feel you. Now, for fans, future fans, how can they reach out to you, support you?
Yes, Instagram, I post everything I have coming up, whether it's comedy shows, any projects that I'm in, things that I got going on my Instagram. It's Keysha.E, ITSKEYSHA.E.
All right. Yeah, any future projects that you can say come down the pipe?
I mean, I did just kind of book a movie with Lil Rel and Tiffany Haddish the other day.
Okay.
So, yeah. It's called Haunted Heist. We're going to start production on that in 2 weeks, I believe.
Nice.
Week and a half.
Nice.
So I'm super excited for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Congrats.
Thank you.
And, I'm thinking about the scene where it's just like, welcome. Like, when you see the film, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But I love it. I don't want to hold you because we're having a party. So you pretty much heard it here. This is Keysha E.